control. Things might keep on taking toll. Find me on my own.
What's up? We are back with episode 4 of Avatar the Last Airbender. This is Into the Dark. So last episode, we combine. I don't remember what part was that with the Zuko though. I'm trying to remember Zuko. Would that been? I'm trying to remember. Dang. I've seen Avatar the Last Airbender several times. I still can't remember it. But anyway, they combined the story parts with Zuko and the not Zuko. With Jet and the Tinkerers. They combined those together. Instead of Jet flooding a village, he's gonna blow up the Earth King. He's gonna do his Cersei thing. He's about to pull a Cersei. So that was interesting. So then at the end, Iroh causes a diversion so Zuko could get out. Aang is now caught. So now we about to get to probably about to see King Boomy. So let's jump into it. Episode 4, Into the Dark.
And these are most definitely not the best of circumstances. It's good to see you, young Avatar.
And Zuko. They captured him too?
I hope not. With any luck, he's probably halfway back to his ship by now.
This is all his fault. He started the fight and left you behind and ran away. I'm really starting to see what kind of person he is.
I doubt that.
Is it true? Were you working with the enemy?
It's complicated.
No, it's not. It's a simple question. Were you helping the firebenders?
Shame. Shame.
Yes. God. You know what it means to make hard choices. Your father had to leave your family to go to war, leaving you, just a boy, in charge. We do what we must
That's true.
to survive. We compromise, just enough to get by.
What about the tunnels?
Tunnels?
The secret tunnels.
Secret tunnel.
It said that the founders of the city used them to meet without anyone knowing.
Secret tunnel.
A fairy tale.
You told me you've seen them. Unless that was a lie too.
Secret tunnel.
Yes, there are tunnels, but they're unstable. Those who go in never come out. If you believe the tales, vengeful spirits guard the passages.
So, not just secret tunnels, secret haunted tunnels?
It's my Fire Nation contact.
Tell them you'll meet him. Then go to the Earth Kingdom generals and let them know they can set a trap to round up these spies.
No. The firebenders made it clear. Any resistance and they'll send everything they've got at us.
Let them come. The Avatar has returned to the world. It's time to stop hiding. It's time to fight.
Yeah, but Aang don't know all the other elements, y'all. Do y'all not know how this works? I don't see how y'all hear the stories and don't understand how this works.
He is the master of all 4 elements, the savior of the world. He is
The Avatar.
the Avatar. And he's very, very good at rock skipping.
Boomy?
Hello, Aang.
Boomy!
Ooh. Ah. Pine bark? What idiot told you to put pine bark in it?
You did.
You did.
Throw him a feast.
How do y'all deal with a king like that? It's beyond me. I couldn't. I'm like, I'm gonna have to leave. I can't.
Life may be simple in the South Pole, but here you have to make hard decisions. That's what it means to fight a war.
Fighting because of hate. Just like the firebenders.
I am nothing like the firebenders.
Really, sir? Don't get your hand on me, sir. Yeah, Katara. Get it, girl. Ooh, okay. I don't even see her turn to do some icing.
Goodbye.
Frozen in an iceberg for 100 years, huh? That must have been nice.
No, it was a nightmare.
Ah, come on. How bad could it have been, huh? The world is on fire. People are dying, and you got to sleep through it all.
All the airbenders were wiped out. And I wasn't there to help them. Don't you care?
Care?
Not the dramatic of the dropping of the leaf.
Tell me I should care? Have you been fighting the same fight for a century? Have you watched your whole world burn down around you?
No, they actually gonna do it? I was just joking. I figured they was gonna actually do it. I didn't think they was gonna actually do it. Like, that's gonna be too much to put it. They have to do it.
You see are rocks and stones.
Well, good. Grab that, would you?
Remember that a precious gift lies buried deep inside.
Especially if you're going to go into the dark void from which no living being ever returns.
It'll be okay. There's nothing to be afraid of in there.
Right. There's no such thing as angry spirits.
Tunnel! Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! I didn't think they was gonna add them in there.
They're doomed.
I didn't think they was gonna do it.
There are many around these parts who'd be very interested to know that the famed Dragon of the West is in their midst. The Fire Nation general who laid siege to Ba Sing Se for 600 days. Someone might be tempted to take matters into their own hands.
600 days, bruh. I would have stopped after probably one. Like, if I can't break into it by one day, I'm done.
Is there anything I can do to make your journey more comfortable?
I couldn't be a general, bro. I couldn't do it.
I'm fine.
Asaka, wait!
Katara, what is your problem?
My problem is you're not taking me seriously.
This again.
I'm not a little girl anymore.
Yet you keep acting like one.
And you keep acting like you know everything when you couldn't even tell that a traitor was flat out lying to you.
Says the girl who fell for a terrorist.
That's not what happened.
You should have never talked to him.
You don't get to tell me who I can talk to.
And you don't get to just ignore me.
I can if you're being an idiot.
Dad put me in charge.
You're not Dad.
Ooh. Got more of the sibling rivalry. Well, in the show, Katara was more motherly. In this one, they pretty much reversed it. With Sokka being more of the fatherly figure compared to Katara being the more motherly influence. It just switched it. Okay, you ain't gonna keep slapping me and that shit, man. Yeah, war changes you. But no matter what side you're on.
Brother, take comfort in knowing that Liu Tan will forever be hailed as a champion of the Fire Nation.
Thank you, Ozai.
His sacrifice will be enshrined in legend.
Seeing the funeral of Liu Tan. And everybody saying Iroh a coward while his son died a hero. Wow. Oh no, they playing the song in the background. Ooh, they playing it. Not the leaves from the vine. Fold it in. Damn it.
All these challenges, games, tests, none that make any sense.
Nothing has made sense in 100 years.
This isn't who you are. The Boomy I know is a fun-loving, happy kid who loves to skip rocks and always thinks about his friends. I believe that kid is still in there.
I like not showing this aspect of booming because, like,
Very clever.
war does change.
Games with you, isn't it, Avatar?
Like,
who cares about responsibility?
Like, these
Who
things do
cares
change
about,
people.
Saving the world.
I mean, he's still like that booming, but
goof off. Am I right?
we're seeing more of how war would have affected him.
Let's play one final game.
He's gonna be as happy-go-lucky. Are we gonna see a badger mode? Yep.
Badger mole.
Break your foundation!
Do it! We've all seen enough death.
That's what you get for showing an earthbender compassion.
That a rock? Damn.
You're okay.
Oh, lordy.
Thanks.
That almost is scary, but I guess it makes sense they would probably be scary. I mean, they are still an animal. And any animal, no matter how cute it is or how gentle you think it may be, it can be dangerous.
Love is brightest in the dark.
So they respond to love? How do you think they do with verbal commands? Excuse me, Mr. Badgermole. We'd really appreciate if you could show us the way to the palace. Please?
That was pretty more a realistic response. Because animals, they do respond to your emotions. Like, if you never had a pet, you probably won't get it. But if you do have a pet, you kind of understand. Like, animals do respond to your emotions. Ooh, damn.
Please, Boomy, you don't have to do this.
Oh, but I do. Some of us have to fight even when we don't want to. That's what it means to be in a war.
That's true.
You left us. You were the Avatar. And you left us.
I kind of like this. I'm kind of liking this. Like, seeing how people
You
feel
can't rely on anyone.
having the Avatar essentially, you know, disappear for 100 and then you have to go on through this war for 100 years. Especially if it's friends with them, it kind of would feel like this. Like, would feel like you got betrayed.
Boomy, this isn't a game.
Yes, it is. One that requires you to make impossible choices. Do I save this town or that? Who gets the last of the food scraps, the orphanage or the soldiers? You have to make choices like that day after
The choices
day,
he had to make as a king.
year after year, and that's just to save this one city. You have to save the whole world. Let it fall, Aang, and learn what it means to be the Avatar.
No!
Then the world is doomed.
And that was Kyoshi was telling him when he was in Avatar state about the choices. Not him still going back to the limp.
We've called up the reinforcements.
And you've doubled the guards on the walls?
Yes, Your Highness.
Good. Tell them I'll be there soon.
Wait, what's going on?
Fire Nation forces are on the move. They'll be here by dawn.
You're under attack?
We will be. But we will be ready. Fortunately, a source tipped us off. But I do have one more challenge for you.
That's your king. Oh man.
You want to come with me?
I've come fully prepared. All the tea I need.
I don't need a babysitter.
How about a friend?
Stop playing with the damn song. Stop it. Stop the song. Stop it. That song gets me every time. That was a different, interesting showing of how they do stuff. So they still kept like the challenge things, changed certain aspect of it, but we see with Boomy, it's more because like when we first meet Boomy in the cartoon, he's just like joking and stuff like that, and what wisdom. And this one, he still is that Boomy, but it's just more like we actually see the effect war has on him. Has on him. We see more of the effect of what war has done to him as a person. You know, the Avatar is supposed to be the one that protects. You know, that's the job of the Avatar, to keep the balance. With him being gone, it felt like, you know, we lost that protector essentially, and so we see what that has done to Boomy, because that was before he was the Avatar, he was also his friend, so it's kind of felt like, you know, oh, my friend betrayed me, like, you know, it's bad, especially once you find out he was in the ice for 100 years. So that means it's understandable that they would feel that way. The thing with the badger mode makes sense. Animals, I don't care how cute and cuddly it look, it's still an animal, and it can and will kill you. Like, cats are cute, dogs are cute. Them suckers will still attack you if you've never been scratched by a cat. And I'm gonna tell you, speaking from experience, because I had 2 cats, it's not fun. If you have dogs, I'm pretty sure some of y'all don't want to get chewed up by a dog. They may be cute and cuddly, they can still be dangerous, and yes, animals do respond to emotions. If you raise your voice, if you ever had pets, if you raise your voice, the animals, they react to your emotions. If you're happy, they're gonna react right to me. So with the badger mode, with Katara and Sokka constantly fighting, is reacting to their negative emotions, so it's acting in a way. When they finally calm down, the animal is calm. Like, so I liked that little thing. Those yeah, I just like this overall with the show. Is we're seeing more of the effects of we're seeing, because it's a show, you know, everybody grew up on the Avatar Last Airbender. You're older now, so they're not have to give you a kiddie version. If you know, they're not have to give you a more toned down version of the effects of, like, it hits more to me personally because they can go more into it, because we're older now, we're not kids anymore. This is not designed for children. I'm not sure what the age group for this would be, but probably like teens and up. I would say, like, Avatar Last Airbender was literally marketed for children. It's a cartoon show. Like, it dealt with adult themes and stuff, but it was still designed for children. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand when it comes to, you know, the Avatar Last Airbender cartoon. It's designed for children in a way that they can understand these themes and these themes that are presented to you. That's why there's a big difference between that show and Korra. Like, Korra, the things they were doing in the show is still a cartoon. I gotta see what the age demographic for Korra was. without going too deep in it, that's the demographic. Avatar Last Airbender was 11 to 12 years old. That's children. That's elementary school. Cause you don't go into middle school to like 13. So Avatar is literally designed for grade school children. This show, Avatar Last Airbender, is taking that cartoon, putting it into a more, I don't want to say mature, but essentially mature, where it can take the elements that was presented in the show, but expand on it more and show more of what this is. Because a lot of stuff they would not be able to put into a cartoon for 11 and 12 year old, because the parents would have a freaking uproar. Like, oh my god, this isn't a cartoon show. Yeah. Now, you think they would have been able to show skeleton, the Fire Lord Ozai actually burning a group of resistance people in a cartoon show? No. I mean, they showed Monk Gatsu skeleton, but we didn't actually see the Fire Nation burn him to death. They can't put that in a cartoon show. You can't actually see somebody burn him to death, because even with the violence they do show in cartoons, it's never going to be that level that you would see in Avatar in the live action version. It's never going to be that level of it. It's never going to happen. So with what they're doing with the live action, I appreciate it. Sokka's character, he's not really doing the sexist thing, which a lot of people are like, oh, that's part of his character arc. For his cartoon, yes, that's part of a character arc. That work for that cartoon. Personally, I mean, they could have probably kept that, but personally, I don't think it's needed, because they're focusing on another aspect of him as a person, like the idea that they're focusing more on Sokka being the fact that he is given this responsibility by his father to essentially protect the village. We're seeing more of how that weights on him, because you gotta remember these are children. So we're seeing how that more weights on, because it's like he was 13 when he's given that responsibility. There's a responsibility that's put on them as children. Like Aang is 12. You're the Avatar. Hey, you gotta save the world. That's a lot of responsibility on a 12-year-old. And that's also a lot of responsibility put on a 13-year-old. Hey, you gotta protect your entire village. And not only that, but you're also your sister, who is officially the only waterbender left in the village, because last raids, they killed every waterbender. And that's how your mom died. So yeah, that's a lot of pressure to put on a kid. So having him deal with that, and not only that, but also the whole engineering aspect of his personality, because that's what Sokka was good at. Yes, he's not a bender compared to Team Avatar, but it was his intellect that made him valuable to his team, and they're gonna kind of focus more on that and the idea of how he feels as a bender, even with that speech he had with Suki about them, like how he felt being benderless, which is something they more touch on in season 1 of Avatar, in Legend of Korra, the whole bender versus non-bender thing. So I like they kind of focus on that, because they do so that on Sokka, but it's always usually pointed out as usually like a gag, and they really don't have Sokka go into that until literally season 3. So the fact that they're going more onto it now, I like it. Then we got a little show of Azula and May and Ty Lee. It's only the snippet, so we've seen a little bit of Azula's I would say her more cunning and I would say more of a cunning side. We haven't really seen that psychotic yet. They're probably gonna say that for season 2. We're just seeing a little aspects of her. So we've seen like her, her cunning and manipulative. Am I saying that right? Yeah. Manipulative side. We haven't really seen the crazy Azula. We ain't gonna get that yet. They'll give us a little taste. So, but yeah, I'm liking the show so far. 4 episodes. We got 4 episodes, only 8 in the season, and I like how they're taking it, because this cartoons are 20 episodes, so you gotta take 20 episodes, put them into 8 episodes. So how they're combining certain aspects of certain episodes into one, it works. It makes sense. Like with last episode was Jet. The thing with the Jet and the Mechanist combining into one plot point, and it's cohesive. It works. So that's all. So comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys. I'll follow on social media. I will see you guys for the next episode of Avatar the Last Airbender. I hope you have a great day, guys. Bye.